Alright. Welcome back to another stream of Assassin's Creed Mirage with our stealth challenge on the highest difficulty. And we are in the middle of one of the assassination missions here, which is the Great Symposium, where we have to assassinate Fazio, the Great Scholar, the oldest scholar of the House of Wisdom. And yeah, we were currently looking for the library stuff, I think, over here. Took out a couple guys already. Guarding this path here.
Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
Hold on!
I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest. I better not use my weapons here.
What's this then? What?
Can't say I pay much attention to what goes on. It's a bit beyond me. Something going on.
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
My friend, many thanks for granting me access to the private reading balcony in the northwest. I find it ideal for my discreet astronomical observations. I may have left Fazio's astronomy text there. Did anyone find it?
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is, "Those who came before are those who shall return." This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here. This looks like a hidden entrance.
ثمة كثير من الأعداء على وذلك ما أقام في هذه الفوضى من الأسف.
ترقبوا تلك القافلة من جند شمس في أي وقت عما قريب. لقد أخذوا عادل الأمين بباب.
So it seems like we actually found the hidden entrance. I haven't tried this yet on my last two playthroughs, so I might as well have a look.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Don't worry. We've got plenty of
Hey, what's going on? What?
Citizen!
So I didn't have streamer bot activated. I'm gonna redeem a free Becca for you there. Never mind, it's on cooldown. I didn't realize I had that Becca 1 on cooldown. Well, I'm gonna redeem one in 10 minutes for you. But yeah, how's it going, Dr. Darling? Welcome in.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
But hey, you still got your welcome sound. It's gotta be worth something.
Hey, what's that? Hey! Huh? What in the name of...
Funny how it's still searching.
Go. Coward won't be so lucky next time. Could conceal outlaw scum there. Hey!
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
Alright. Got our disguise here. Kinda like acts as a bit of a social stove outfit, which means even restricted areas you can blend in. Bit like in Hitman, I guess you could say, with like disguises there.
Please, take me back there. I don't belong here. This world doesn't look right. Someone take me back to the bright, shining place.
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
Nothing to distract me from what they hear.
In here, Lackwit.
Yes, Sahib. No, Sahib.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arwah. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We call this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to the bin.
And there we go. Another case closed. Another target assassinated. But yeah, this boss definitely a scene where you could imagine, you know, it acting like an animus of sorts. That transports Spasm into a different realm, possibly, you know, of Loki and his memories. It wouldn't surprise me if, you know, was one of those things they had to cut short for the development of the game. But surely would have been an interesting opportunity to have Spasm, you know, connect to Loki stronger, you know. Maybe one of his key emotions, you know, it doesn't even have to be like a full playable sequence. It could have just been, you know, like a flashback montage of sorts. Something that triggers kind of like a connection between Spasm and Loki further. But yeah, I didn't decide to do that. Also, give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a vision boost here. Increase our eagle vision radius. And then stealth reckon next. Al-Rabisu, Mastermind of the Shadows, is also dead now. That's 2 out of 4 targets down. Of the main targets, except for, you know, the head of order. So yeah, let's go back to a burrow and report. I think it would have been cool to have like more things to interact with here. You know, this is like Dungeon of Ignorance, as he puts it. There's like so many books here and we can't read about any of this, you know, any of the actual studies. And the memories we might have explored. There's just nothing. Oh, there's something here.
The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
I'm so close I can taste it. I just need more time, better research, subjects, and a translation of a damned nameless book. But once I get the great work functioning, I will be able to probe the depths of the human mind. This will unlock the secrets of the universe. It must. Power beyond all comprehension, miracles undreamed of. All the secrets of the alchemist at my command. So he clearly put something that powered the device in there that seemed like it could have been like similar to an Apple of Eden or like a power source, as we can see in like AC3 or something like it. And yeah, I mean, it definitely talks about different realms you get to explore, so it could be like a time travel machine, especially supported by the concept artist calling the device Enema. The path ahead. Brethren, with the Caliph's death we have been deprived of a valuable pawn. Rest easy, the board is reset, but the new pieces are in play. From the ashes of all that we built in shall new fires be kindled. Fan the flames of dissent, sow suspicion and reap reward. Anarchy is our ally, order shall rise from chaos. The snare has been laid. Al-Bahamut, Ras Al-Afa. To taste the infinite. Al-Rabisu, I hope your progress this month on Auru has been superior to a previous performance. The device is essential to our goals. I myself yearn to try it again, to taste the infinite, to experience that unworldly rush of incipient paradise once more. It is exquisite. I urge you to redouble your efforts to complete your great work. Yours in the order, Al-Ghul. So Al-Ghul actually has been in the device and he experienced how it's like. Why couldn't we? But yeah, Al-Ghul the Slaver is already dead. But it makes sense how we work together, right? Like using slaves. Maybe also to deliver them to Al-Rabisu. And getting them to jump into the device. It's a bit like how the targets work together on AC1, you know. Some people were like falsely imprisoned and then sent like to the hospital, which connected both, you know, the human trafficker and the doctor. let's go ahead and change back to the Valhalla costume here.
There, one of the Thabi members. I should investigate.
Hey, the Bioshock, welcome in. Good morning.
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just follow the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, you cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No. It is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper, Basim,
It is done.
and how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
And there we go. We are now officially novice in the Brotherhood. And we can display that with a novice talisman. Also got a new color scheme here, the Green Initiative Alamut, which I quite like, so we're gonna use this for the next couple of hours here. But darling, you should not be here, but I'm not really here. Exactly. It's like, listen, Basim. Maybe you gotta look twice. Right, so we have to decide what target to go for next. We got to go to Shakir and talk to Fulat. Or we could talk to Rebecca at the Kark Bureau. I think I might want to do the Fuller one next, because I think that's the one in connection to Ali, right? Because the Sanji Rebellion was a couple years later than the game showcases it, I think. I think it starts in like 869 or something. Or like in the very late 860s. And this game, I think, goes until like 864, roughly. But yeah, I think I'm still gonna do it last. And talk to Rebecca first.
Tebet, I would like to ask you something.
Please, go ahead.
Tell me more about yourself, Tebet.
Me? Not much to say. I love poetry. Is that enough?
Come now. Do not be so modest.
As you wish. I come from Nubia, a dry land south of Egypt. My father sent me to Cairo to study Islam. There, I learned a fiery sense of right from wrong. And the corruption in Cairo was very, very wrong. We revolted. Our revolt failed, and I fled to Baghdad. The Hidden Ones took me in, and here I am.
Someday you should tell the whole tale.
Was there anything else?
Thank you, Tebet. That is all for now. Greetings.
Nice to see you.
Perhaps your skills could be applied here.
Be my guest.
Okay, we still don't have enough components here to upgrade anything.
Nothing else?
It's gotta wait.
My thanks for your aid.
Goodbye.
You have no business here. Don't want you here.
أعتقد أنه أراد منا عكس النسبة؟ غير معقول. لقد راجعت الأمر. يريد مني الحسن أن أواصل المضي هذه.
Don't mind me. I'm totally unsuspicious.
Good sir, spare some coins, please. Just a few.
Just a few.
Ignore me.
Citizens, our scholars advise us that cool weather is looming. Thorn bushes research in the bazaar to burn in your home and to guard against the coming frost. Oh. Esteemed visitors to Baghdad, do you thirst for knowledge, hunger for discovery? Then be sure to visit the House of Wisdom, where Sheikh Al-Rad...
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Scholars and seekers of truth, the Khalifa seeks to sponsor a new translation of the works of Yusuf.
Jesus, the game is kinda stuttery right now, I have to say. Okay then, are you alright, Xbox? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and reload the game. Also, hey there, Stanley, welcome in. Parkour. Yeah, it definitely lagged all of a sudden when I was like trying to do some parkour moves. The game was like, can't do that. Xbox, go home, you're drunk. Exactly.
Precision, yeah.
That's right, they should have actually displayed the Origins NPC as one of the main characters there. Imagine like having a super epic introduction of every character and all of a sudden there's like a higher precision getter type of character. Seems better again.
Basim, over here.
You seem shorter than I remembered, Basim.
And you still have not grown a single digit, Rebecca.
No, we're not here as enemies.
No, but we never held back on the training ground.
Roshan tells me you are local here.
In a manner of speaking. I lived here a time before I left for Anbar.
This place is no different from the places I'm used to. The rich wipe their shit with the clothes of the poor.
That is the Karch I remember.
It is your car no longer. Rebecca has uncovered a district tainted by corruption. Stronger than usual.
Rumors of harassment from officials, and goods being controlled and seized. We think someone here has a hold over the district.
Let me guess. The Order.
A grand auction is happening. The Dairat al-Mal. An annual show of silk robes comparing their golden spoons. No surprise, but this event is invite only. There is a high chance one of our targets will attend.
So, gain entry into the auction and find the one behind this.
Mumtaz, you catch on quick.
Finding it hard to keep up?
There might be clues if it traces trouble to the root. I can show you where they are brewing. Join me outside when you're ready.
Master.
Are you ready, Basim? Karkh awaits.
Yes.
Ready. Let us move.
Follow me. Ever thought you would return here? To Karkh?
No. Much of my childhood was spent along these streets. Finding friendship with rats and roaches. Some memories are good. Most are bitter.
Memories only serve to distract us. The Order has spread their influence into every crack in the city, turning Baghdad into their farm.
That will change.
Responsibility lies heavy on our shoulders. The Order's blight falls over Karkh, and we are the only ones who can cure it.
How has Rebecca been adjusting to Karkh?
She does not like the politics, but she has to fulfill her duty. Karkh is an acquired taste. Businesses at each other's throats. The obsession over money. Perfume.
People here are happy to be lost in their own paradise.
A paradise that can only be afforded by the wealthy, and often corrupted.
إنها ما تستحقونه وهي ما أقدمه.
Come, we're nearly there. Welcome back to Karkh.
Spice still clings to the air. What was it like? The first time you took a life?
I barely recall. It was a man I used to know well. Before all of this. Before the Hidden Ones.
You do not remember?
My memories are buried next to him. I refuse to let his death hunt me. The way his breath hunted me when he was alive. I won't let the past define me. This is why I now consider myself the daughter of no one. If we do not quell the storm within us while awake, it takes us in our dreams. Like with you and your Jinni. Now, the souk, like Rebecca said, some guards came through recently, breaking bottles, smashing crates.
What caused this aggression?
Let's find out. I've also heard they're seizing foreign goods, mostly from the East Road.
The East Road? I believe I know someone who can help. It has been an age. Hopefully he is still around. I would be happy to see him again.
Do not let nostalgia cloud reality, Basim.
I will not. I know nothing stays the same. It has been some time. I wonder what has changed around here. Maybe I could first pay an old friend a visit.
Alright, 2 more skill points and we can get Stealth Reckon. Oh yeah. The name of this game is like Hors d'oeuvre, or however it is spelled. We saw what could be done with Valhalla's engine in a setting close to AC1, but it is only just a taste. Yeah. Yeah, basing it on, you know, the whole Valhalla system already meant they didn't have the best foundation maybe to work with for the type of game they want to go for. So taking, for instance, Unity as like your base level would have maybe been an easier way of, you know, working with the mechanics that might really work for your game and presentation. Yeah, we actually discovered the last region of Baghdad, Kach. The crowded and bustling market of Kach bustled with the dynamic chatter of commerce. People flocked here to buy, sell, and haggle over goods of all types. It was the hub of all hubs, where one could find anything from anywhere: Rome, Africa, or even China. In opposite Baghdad, fabrics were everywhere, with doorways hung with curtains, hangings dividing private spaces from otherwise open colonnades, bare unpaved floors covered with mats or rugs, and halls through which marched richly clothed personages. This colorful decor was created in various production centers throughout the empire. Its skilled craftspeople adapted their creations to the means and desires of every part of society. For instance, most Baghdadi homes would not have been adorned with elegant colorful rugs, but rather fiber mats woven of rushes, straw, and undyed hemp. The design was usually very simple, with few decorations save for 2 bands of stylized writing that expressed blessings and good wishes to the owner, as is the case with the reed mat pictured here, whose inscription reads, "Complete blessing and universal prosperity, and continued happiness and joy to its owner." So that's the reed mat we're talking about. Some could nevertheless be quite elegant. The mats made in Tiberias and Abadan were described as softer than silk and could be folded in two as if made of cloth. Carpet making techniques and styles were perhaps influenced by the arrival of an increased number of Gilman soldiers of Turkic origins to the city and its surroundings. Coming from colder regions, they might have introduced and popularized the use of thicker carpets or felts on floors in their home. Opposite textile workers were also famous for their production of tiras, embroideries made of precious material, and even gold threads. They served as the Caliph's personal gift to honored courtiers and ambassadors. The manufacture was therefore strictly controlled and production reserved for state-run workshops. Often inscribed with the name of a ruler or Quranic verses, and distributed in elaborate ceremonies, they were considered incredibly valuable.
من أجل حمولة التالية المعلقة. حسناً الآن. ذلك غريب.
ذلك سعر التوصيل المجاني.
Soon I will go to welcome him to my house.
Hey, that's mine! Stop that thief! Guard! Here! Guard! Someone had my pet!
You die now!
I offended him by just walking past him, apparently.
You reported my crate of beautiful leaves. I know it.
Go away, Kong. You're old and full of fear and piss. It is... What fresh brew do you have for me today, Kong?
No brew until Luca returns my crate. But if you have come to buy tea, I have many recommendations.
Kong, it is me, Basim.
Huh. 你是谁啊? Who?
Basim.
I am not an idiot. Everyone claims to be someone I know. Answer me this. What tea did my Basim like?
Ginger with some turmeric.
Wrong! Basim does not like tea. Wow, Basim! Little Finch, look at you all dressed up. Come, come, follow me to my stall. Away from this terrible man. So, Little Finch, what have you been up to, huh? So many years.
Just here and there. I had to leave Baghdad for a while.
Ah, youth.
What about yourself, Kong? What have you been doing these years?
Doing what I do best, making coin. Although with some difficulty of late. The guards are on high alert, and that Greek merchant has taken it in his stride to report me at every chance. I know it in my ripe old bones that he waits for me to die of starvation. Or worse, go out of business. Ah, but here you are, Little Finch. Remember the dazzling duo we used to be? How about helping a friend out, for old times?
Ah, just like old times. But I need to speak with you after this. There is something I need as well.
Of course! After you fetch my confiscated crate of beautiful leaves. It must be over there, where the guards are. Go forth!
Fine. But I have something to ask of you after this.
Yes, yes, of course.
What see you, my friend?
Huh. So why can't I take these guys? I wonder. In Keto Vision.
Knock, knock.
Hey Varrot, welcome in dude. Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome into all of you raiders. How was the rest of Watch Dogs? I reckon you ended up finishing the playthrough? Hope you enjoy the rest of the amazing soundtrack in the game. Hey Vanmita, welcome in as well. How's it going? Thanks for joining, and hey there, welcome back Stanley. Dogs are watched. The dogs have been watched successfully. Didn't see that. Nice, Amita, that's good to hear. And yeah, doing quite well. We have now assassinated the second target, which was Al-Rabisu, the mastermind in the shadows. He was the great scholar of the House of Wisdom. And yeah, we're now starting on the third investigation here. Gonna investigate the bazaar and yeah, dive into the trading aspect of Baghdad a bit more. But it was great you finished Watch Dogs. However, the music that happens when Aiden is contacted by DedSec didn't play without the dialogue volume turned on. So I decided to allow the dialogue for that part because you could get a section on loop, but yeah, it kinda bummed you out a bit. Nonetheless, you still got the music in that part on stream after all, so that's at least an upside. Absolutely, dude. I mean, as long as you can showcase the music, you know, that's the most important thing. It's of course a bit of a shame that you couldn't disable like voices on top, but if it's only that particular theme, then, you know, at least most of the playthrough could get it like as a clean version. But that's great. I'm glad it went well, that you got to get the game finished. And that you also enjoyed playing the game like that, you know, showcasing the music. It's definitely a cool way, because even though a lot of the music is very present to me, you know, given that I've also played the game quite a few times now. Yeah, never, of course, like I've done it to that level in game, like listening to it so detailed and like back to back. Especially also like the transition of some music pieces, you know, because music in that game also often has like different like parts, I guess. It's kind of like hearing them depending on like what happens in the mission. This reminds me sometimes a little bit of the soundtrack for Red Dead Redemption 2. Where you have like a core theme and kind of like a wolves according to what happens in the game. Cheers, Amita. I can't have any more tiramisu. Indeed. No more for you. No more coffee. Coffee sweets. But really enjoyed playing it with music only. You also chose the shoot option with Poor Maurice, because you don't usually choose that in your annuals. I want to see if the music for the music only run. Red Dead 2 has an amazing soundtrack. Definitely does, for sure. Yeah, that's fair. I usually also spare Maurice. I think I never actually shot him. But I had someone play through the game shooting him. Yeah, in the context of the audio files, I like to avoid, you know, killing him. But I think it's still, you know, like something that's valid, I guess, considering what's happened. And certainly interesting to see like other outcomes, what Aiden might say and how it might also affect the music. Docosino is watching, always. She's a little stalker, watching me wherever I go. If she could, she would just be at our side like everywhere we go, at all times. Watching us. Hey, the Waffle, welcome in, dude. Good morning, and how's it going? Just made some breakfast? Hell yeah. Did you actually make waffles? That's amazing. Man, I could go for some waffles. We did make some not overly long ago, but I could already have, you know, some more. Definitely one of the best kind of like of those types of dishes. But I do also love French toast, I have to say. That's also another of my favorites. But same here, he isn't without any guilt or responsibility, so that element is understandable. Some would see it as a good reason to shoot him. But definitely feel a lot of sympathy for him given what they had done to him and what they were threatening as well. Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, Aiden might have had a way to, you know, deal with the threats made against his family for Damien. But imagine if, you know, kind of like the human trafficker, not about Aiden's family and like real personality, you know, and would have used his family, his sister, you know, to kind of like blackmail him into doing stuff. I would imagine Aiden would also find himself in a position where he values the life of his sister higher than, you know, of a random person. But he doesn't even know. So I think if Aiden was put in the same shoes, you know, with the same capabilities, then he probably would have done a similar thing. Oh yeah, Waffle, Belgium style. Let's go. Yeah, French toast is amazing. And we now have a really nice recipe that actually uses a bit of coconut milk mixed with, you know, regular milk. I mean, if you don't like coconut flavor, then, you know, that might not be for you, but it's a very subtle flavor. Makes it like a bit creamier. Like the, you know, kind of like what you dunk the toast in. So I love it. Yeah, exactly, Rod. You know, like, considering the situation that Maurice was in, he of course would have done anything to get his wife back. You had cereal Bioshock. That's also very nice. What type of cereal did you have? Do you have like a favorite? So we had for breakfast just like regular German Brötchen. They're like bread rolls, I guess. But German style. We have like thousands different variations of bread and bread rolls over here. So we had a couple of that with like, you know, toppings and some veggies and stuff. Actually, I also made fresh homemade strawberry marmalade, which we tried this morning too. I do love making like marmalade myself, because often you can make it taste a lot fresher because you don't have to cook the marmalade quite as long. Because you're not, at least if you're not intending on like storing it for like multiple months, you know. So you can like cook it for less amount of time, maybe also reduce the sugar a bit, and that makes it taste a lot fresher. Your favorite is s'mores, but you had waffle crunch. That sounds good too. More waffles. I do like regular chocolate cereal sometimes, but also love cinnamon, like cinnamonies. Not sure if I call it the same in English. And I do also like Fruit Loops. I would say those are my favorites. I haven't had like Fruit Loops in ages though. Ah yeah, we have discovered a new citizen. Kong. A savvy merchant and savvier smuggler. Kong knew Basim in his street thief days and often entrusted delicate missions to his little Finch. Eccentric, jovial, and shrewd, Kong remained as kindly and as wily as ever. Smuggler. It's so funny, like every time I hear that dialogue in Black Flag, I just always crack up. It's kind of funny when you say that boy, isn't it? Smuggler. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get this crate here.
This must be Kong's crate of tea leaves. Looks like this crate is still intact. Kong will be pleased.
ما مشكلته؟
التجارة في انتظاركم. اليوم لو استطعت لقايضتني حياتي
أريد للوصول أمام المحتسب مجددا.
My leaves! Praise be to you, little Finch.
Where shall I put it?
Come, put it here. Bassam delivers once again. Many thanks, little Finch.
Where are these from? India?
No, this is all the way from China. Dali, my hometown, produces the best leaves. I also import leaves from India and even Persia.
Moving up in the world, Kong.
Kah first, then the world. I am now selling my goods at the grand auction. Have you heard of it?
The Da'irat al-Mal. Yes, I am trying to get in.
Why? What kind of business are you doing, little Finch? Why not share it with me? We work so well together.
The kind of business that could get you into big trouble. Do you think you can help me get into the auction?
Ah, that is my Bassam. Always with the secrets. But do not play around, huh? Kah is much more dangerous now than before. The auction is very exclusive. It is not easy to get in. I can help you, little Finch. But first, I have a request. See there? Blocked. The guards are stopping everything that comes in from the road and river. It is as if they are taking orders from someone higher up. These days, they do not even accept my bribes.
They must be looking for something. An object, or...
Some stupid nonsense. I do not know. But they spoil my business. That I do know. Now, I just sell dumb leaf water. I hear that they keep the items in the harbor master's guarded warehouse, somewhere east of here.
Let me guess. You want me to help you free your wares in exchange for entry into the auction.
The warehouse is decorated with banners around some cranes. My items for entry into the auction. Sound like a good deal?
Sounds like a deal.
Deal or no deal? Hey there, Seraph. Welcome in.
You little punk.
Guess what? You little punk. It's like that, is it? Well, guess what, Seraph?
Infidel.
Infidel. A cheap Marcos knockoff. I'm not sure if you can be cheaper than Marcos in its representation of the type of character that he is.
You little punk.
Again? It's like that, huh? Just gotta repeat yourself. But yeah, Like Marcos for me is like the, you know, the lowest of the bottom of the barrel. That's how cheap it is, you do the math. Fair. Okay, let's go ahead and investigate the bazaar.
Hey you, Kong's friend. I may have something you would be interested in. Come closer.
What can I do for you?
This is about what I can do for you. Did Kong ask you to enter a warehouse?
Just say what you have to say.
That Kong is always trying his luck. Well, it's his lucky day because I happen to know where it is. All I need is something in return.
Yeah, I don't have this.
I will think about it.
I'm here if you change your mind.
Maybe I can loot one. Let's pickpocket some people. I can actually say what I'm looting here. Okay, that was a Scholar token.
Where is it? Huh? My coin! It's gone! Guard! Guard! I need help! I'm the victim of...
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
There we go. Got one. Exactly. I need all the donations from society here. Just spare something.
The warehouse. Do you know where it is?
Of course. My mind is as sharp as cheese. You know what I require in return.
Sharp as cheese, huh?
Tell me what you know.
Follow the road, cross the bridge on the right. You'll see the warehouse on your left, past the river.
That narrows it down. Thank you.
Yeah, that's helpful.
ويحك سيسيئونك ضربا إن أمسكوا بك. عرض أقل من
The bazaar. The Persian bazaar of the Arabic souk was a public market consisting of multiple covered and uncovered stalls. It was the beating heart of the opposite city. There, one found both staples of everyday life and exotic delicacies, along with local merchants and travelers from faraway lands. Baghdad's Great Bazaar served as a permanent public space where men and women could gather, socialize, and purchase daily food, basic materials, and other useful objects. In its galleries, they would find hardworking craftspeople like jewelers or shoemakers, but also goods brought from every corner of the empire by caravans. Market inspectors were also common sight, there to ensure product quality, the use of accurate weight scales, and the full payment of our calico fees and customs. In general, markets were organized by product, each area dedicated to specific commodities. The most precious were sold in a specific part of the bazaar, the Kaisaria. In Baghdad, the most important of these was the Shahar Suk, the four markets, which had areas dedicated to the sale of horses, fine fabrics, and books, in addition to one for the sale of people into slavery. The colorful stores of vendors selling fabrics made it one of the most glamorous areas of the market, described as a marvel by many travelers. For the Baghdadis wealthy enough to acquire them, Indian muslin, Chinese silk, and embroidered cotton from Samarkand or Cordoba were readily available. Jesus, that's like an entire part of a market for selling of humans. We definitely don't showcase that in this bazaar. Even though it technically would have fitted well as another connection to the other two targets here. Technically, you know. Of course, the first target is literally the slaver. And the slaver sends some of his slaves to Arabisu for his experiments. So they could have built in another connection here.
أرأيت المعلم مبتسما مثل غلام صغير ومعه سلة مليئة بالمعجنات الحلوة. تبين أن الكتاب الذي عثر عليه خرج من
She should have paid them off the first time they threatened her.
Do you blame her? I find myself only scraping by with this new tax on the stalls.
Business is not easy.
أعتقد أنه لو تصرف اللون تجد فيه لكني لن أسمح لأحد يتعرف علي ضدني. Hey! That's mine! Stop him!
Broken! Completely destroyed! Those guards, they know no mercy!
This is nothing. Do you know what they have done to the perfume merchant?
ولإثبات أن المنطقة الضمنية صحيح يلزمنا قياس كل خطوة مرتين.
Now stop begging. How about we take a walk instead? Somewhere far away.
This is taking too long. I have somewhere to be. And this is hardly worth the coin they pay me.
Cut off a finger. Maybe that will loosen her coin purse.
You hear about this Ali Joker? Know any good jokes?
No coin, no safety. You know this. Or we can just take your perfume as payment.
Assalamu alaikum.
This is not your concern. Move along.
I can't bribe him. Well, I guess I have to do more pickpocketing then.
Just looking around.
Go away.
But Khalifa has the people. But his wives and the
Fuck. Kind of fading on these right now. I had such a good streak.
هذا المهر الأسود ظريف للغاية. إنه يحب الخيط حبا جما.
لن أتحدث طويلا. علي إحضار بعض.
Introducing the Master Thief of Ambar. Just robbing the entire bazaar. Have I gotten one of these tokens by now? Ah yeah, we do have a Power Favor token. So you can bribe the guards now.
I think I can help.
Why are you back?
Maybe this can free your time.
Perhaps it can. We have worked hard, man. Time for a rest. What? Wait. You're still...
Do not question me. Let's go.
You saved me.
What did you do to incur such aggression from the guards?
I did nothing. I'm only short of coin. Business is business, but I do not have the means to pay their tax.
Are your wares moving slow?
No, but in recent times, they have increased the coin requested. Therein lies the trouble.
Not just for you, but for others as well.
Mostly for people like us who are not from here, but not of the same faith. We find it's hard to feel safe in Kah. I have a shipment that's late. I fear my goods and camels might have been seized by the guards. They should have arrived with some merchants bound for the Dairat Amal. If I could ask a favor, my friend, please look for them.
Very well.
They should be along the road that leads to the south gate of Baghdad.
Ah, I might catch them at the watering hole along the southern road.
Thank you, Saidi.
The road beyond the south of Baghdad. I should see if I can find those stranded merchants.
Okay, that's quite a distance. Let's have a look how far the other investigation is away here. Definitely much closer.
لا يمكن أن تكون بتلك الصعوبة.
Damn, a ruby and a power favor token. That's some nice loot right there. But it's funny in your stealth challenge you have to be careful at the part I just did with a merchant, as you have the assassinate button the same as the button to talk. Because I prefer the same button as it was in Origins and Odyssey to assassinate. When you got close to those guards, the prompt to do both was there at the same time. It had temporarily changed the assassinate button to something else. You could speak instead to get them to go away. That's understandable, because most of the time your targets aren't really the ones you want to talk to, right? But in this case it is. But that's also something that can easily fuck you over on Odyssey when you like go into a war camp or something, you want to talk to the commander, and accidentally instead you just assassinate one of the guards, leading to everyone attacking you instead. But yeah, that's understandable for sure. You had to change it temporarily. Yeah, that's fair too, with the limitations of not being able to use any tools, you know. That would definitely mean you really have to resort to, you know, that being the only option. You have like a power token and bribe them. Alright guys, just do this for me, will you?
Your services are required, friend.
Just get everyone.
Go, Enkidu.
Oh damn, we're actually killing the rebels this time. I really thought we would be able to kill all of them. I guess not. Citizen? Hey Aura, welcome in. Also have a code. Just reading about the Creed Shadows clusterfuck for use of time to go back to the roots. Damn numbnuts. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how that game pans out, you know. It's definitely subject to change. Hopefully to the better.
Person looks suspicious. I should investigate.
But you never know with Ubisoft what might happen. Letting the mercenaries do my dirty work. Unfortunately not very successful in doing the work for me. I think they maybe killed one guards or two guards.
What was that?
Dude, you can't go for a war, you know that.
What's happening? What? All right. Where are you? Hold on.
The warehouse Kong mentioned. I need to find out more about this harbor master.
Of course it didn't hit. Not like the radical actually showed it as, you know, red or anything. For the last time you streamed Tomb Raider 2013 via PS5, there was an issue with the image quality on stream, even though you were streaming at 1080p 60 FPS, so you decided to test the Xbox One version of the game with the Xbox app and picking it up via OBS. You have to make sure the Xbox app's control panel is off screen, which means playing with the Xbox app screen minimized. But it's a good compromise you're willing to do for that game. Totally fair, dude. You know, if it means having like overall better image quality for the stream, you know. Hopefully, you know, it all works out without any kind of like issues. But that's really weird. Makes you wonder why the PlayStation 5 version doesn't work like that.
The Da'irat al-Mal. Ceramics, exotic wares, and rare goods. All on display. A strongly worded letter to the harbor master. He let a hairpin slip through their fingers, and someone is not happy. There is a scent on this letter, and a familiar symbol. Al-Kululu. Looks like the harbor master is part of the order.
Oh, come on. Kanskje han opp ved basen? Better leave a body right in the open, right?
Show me the path ahead.
Anything out of Baghdad. If I want to keep my head, I better be sure to check them all.
Sure, a blockade is to be erected at the harbor. Seize any foreign exotic artifacts and keep eyes out for Chinese hairpin. There can be no room for error. I know where all of you live. I know your families. Do as you are told. No questions asked. Javed.
Instructions to search any and all foreign goods. For an artifact. An ancient Chinese hairpin specifically. This all starts at the harbor.
Okay, there's still one more clue we have to find here. Reckon on that side?
Marha! These tea leaves from the east are worth more coin than my night of work.
It's Batman. Goods in hoarding. These goods are not to be released until thorough checks have been made. Silks from Santo Smooth Silks. Three-headed dog statue from Kinako Porcelain. White peach oolong from Kong's Tea Parade. These goods can be released once this note is shown to the respective guard. You're welcome, Kong.
A list of exotic foreign goods seized. Most from out of Baghdad. There are Kong's things. Vases and some expensive tea leaves. This should be what Kong needs. The harbor master has set up this blockade for foreign wares. Especially for ancient artifacts from the east. There is nothing more here. The harbor master is waiting.
Case closed. But you hate it when it happens in games. Yeah, it's definitely annoying and happens quite a lot in the AC games with the reticule. Also, like, it shows up as red, but when you like hit the wall or something, which alerts enemies and you don't hit your target. Basically the opposite of what you want to happen. It's just been so annoying with all the damn technical issues with certain games, though you haven't tested for a very long time or streaming directly from the Xboxes now. Idave fix a constant audio stuttering on stream. You should test that, you think, because it's been over a year since you tested it last, you think. I mean, it can't hurt, right? Because it did get worse with time, I guess, and with more updates rolling out, so it's definitely worth a try, I would say. Just as like a test stream, you know, like something you might not intend on, like, you know, playing like on a long term or something. Just to see how it behaves.
A Thabin member is near. Another shard.
Ancient artifacts from the Old Kingdom. The Abbasid army. The Abbasid caliphs maintained an expansive professional army. Its main tasks were to defend rather than expand the borders of the already enormous empire. Precision? And to ensure the continuous rule of the dynasty. In keeping with the Abbasid Empire's ethnic diversity, the Caliphate army included regiments of various origins. In the 8th century, soldiers coming from Khorasan, eastern Iran and Uzbekistan, who had supported the Abbasid's rise to power, were the most common in the army, while other units included Arabs established in garrison cities, and Sanji warriors from southeastern Africa. In the 9th century, the Khorasani, considered too dangerous after their involvement in the civil war from 811 to 13, were replaced with Gilman regiments of Turkic, Slavic, and Caucasian slave soldiers. This professional army amounted to tens of thousands of troops, settled in mostly urban barracks all around the empire. Among them, a small majority were infantrymen, equipped with spears, axes, composite bows, and round helmets. The rest were an elite cavalry of chain-armored riders, armed with spears, axes, recurved swords, and bows. In battle, they would mount devastating armored cavalry charges from behind an infantry screen, but most combat involved small border raids and sieges in which a few hundred Abbasid soldiers fought similarly armed Byzantine, Tang, or North African counterparts. In time, they revealed themselves to be just as adept at securing enormous financial and political advantages for their own gain as their Khorasani predecessors. When Caliph al-Mutawakil tried to curb these advantages in 861, he was murdered by his own guards, opening a period of anarchy in which different factions within the military vied for influence and control, setting up and toppling caliphs as we went. The Abbasid Empire never really managed to settle down after this chaotic time. So historically speaking, it was apparently the guards of the Caliph that killed him. Whereas in this game, of course, you have Basim doing it. But given it kind of happens behind closed doors, you know, it's not like there were many witnesses except for the guards.
I need your eyes, my friend. You must not fly there now.
Not so fast, thief! What's the matter with you?
Another wall between the people and power at play. I hope the harbor master is not expecting me. The sky is safe once more, my friend. Be my eyes, Enkidu.
Oh hell yeah, Amita, you bought Watch Dogs. It's such a good game, I tell you. I really hope you have a good time with it once you decide to play it. Definitely very underrated. But you have a second one too. Can highly recommend both ones. The music only one, right? Also, hey, if I calm, welcome in. No worries, Aura. Hope you enjoy your coffee and catch you when I get back.
What do you see?
It's very easy to oversee guards sometimes because if there's no direct line of sight, you don't actually see them. It's not like Enkidu can look through walls like Senno or Ikaros do.
Need some steel?
But yeah, I would like to hire you. If you would allow me to.
It was me.
I have need of your services.
Yours to command. Honor, sir. Grant me strength.
That's a very Amita. Thank you for being here and for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day and stream if you're doing GTA 4. Thank you for giving a shout out as well to Amita Rod. So yeah, if you want to check out some GTA 4, Amita's currently doing his first playthrough of a game. He's, oh, there's quite some chaos going here. Yeah, doing his first ever playthrough of GTA 4. He's also been playing the second Jedi game, Fallen Order, I think it is. And yeah, playing all kinds of different games from Ghost of Tsushima to Assassin's Creed as well, so definitely catch that if you haven't yet.
Wait, what?
Hey, you!
What's going on?
Die Scots sind sie wette weh.
As you were.
الذهاب لرؤية القاسم. وافق أخيرا على
Used to command Haver Darius. Was that Darius' voice actor? I didn't realize.
Go, now!
Ah, that's cool. Didn't Darius' voice actor also voice like another character in the series before? It's been a while since I played Legacy, so it's been a while since I heard his voice too. He voiced the traitor in Revelations that he kills Altair, and he plays Altair's son Darim as well. Ah, that's the one, yeah. Darim. That's the one that I was thinking of. Pretty cool actually that he, you know, worked on one of the OG games really. And already had some like touching points with the series before.
المدرسة حقا داخل المدينة المدونة لقد رأيتهم ينظرون ذلك غير معتاد.
Come! I have...
Seiya? Who goes there? I have a weapon.
Just me.
Ah, the little finch returns to the nest. Empty-handed?
It is here. This can help you get your wares out from the harbor.
Ha! I never doubted you for a second. Come, let us enjoy a cup for the memories. I will even make your favorite. What did you find there? Who was behind it?
A man by the name of Javid. He was working for someone, looking for an artifact. An exotic hairpin. It is important somehow. I need to find out why. I must.
You have changed, little Finch. Or should I just say, Finch? When we last met, you were a street thief. Now, I hope you know what you are searching for. Sometimes, it is best to leave the thorn in, lest you bleed dry.
Now, for what was promised to me?
An invitation to the auction. It is only given to esteemed guests. Do not ask me where I got it from, unless you want lies. With that scroll, you can get in without having to fit yourself in one of my boxes.
That was your plan.
Men have endured worse to reach their goals.
Someone influential is looking for the hairpin, but let it slip. Now the only chance they have is at the grand auction. Next, the guards harassing stall owners. There must be something behind their aggression. Or someone.
Case closed. There we go, we now have 5 skill points. Which means that we can get Stealth Reckon finally, which means the whole like tracking targets within Kido becomes not quite as important anymore. And we can now also see enemies' rewards without using Eagle Vision, you know? So that should make stealth segments a bit less, like we don't have to be quite as careful because you always see where the next guard is in the direction we're looking at. So that should help a lot. But it's great to see and hear. It is, for sure. If only he, you know, voiced a character that also was written well. But you can't have everything, right? The Great Garrison. The Abbasid Caliphate established the stronghold in the suburbs of Shakir to show the populace that despite recent attacks, the Caliph would soon be stronger than ever. Behind the facade of invincibility lay a dark dungeon where the true cruelty of the state swallowed up all who spoke against it. That's all of the locations of Codex finished here. It's interesting we only had 4 locations in the Codex. We of course have many more in the historical, you know, sites. But yeah. Almost like they ran out of time here. Alright, I guess next we have to find the stranded merchants to the south of the city. All the way down here. So I will be back. Alright. Let's make our way to the south here. After I've pickpocketed the half of the city. He says while still in front of him. Exactly. I mean, I'm not stealing from ones who don't have anything, right? Because there's nothing to steal, so it's just fair really, isn't it? I have nothing and they have everything. Balance has to be restored.
Best keep to the shadows.
دعني أخبرك فحسب أن المكراني الذي صنعه
Basm is like, I don't want to go up here. I'm like pressing both forward and I'm also pressing A occasionally. Basm is like, I'm just gonna stand here.
There, one of the Thaabin members. I should investigate. Another shard.
كثيرة للاندهاش اختبار العالم الأوسع والشعور بانتشار الإمبراطورية وتعرض ما في
I can't talk to the guy while I'm being... while people are searching for me. I feel like they should have embraced the tactic of the older games, you know, where once you reach a certain distance away from your enemies, they kind of like stop searching for you because you're just that far away, you know. So to you it doesn't matter. But now I have to like wait until the search time is over, which is already quite long with a difficulty before I can actually talk to a vendor.
I need your help, my friend. Too good
Okay.
to risk.
Now I can.
Nice to see you.
Sure, let's reduce the price by 20%.
Always a joy to be of service, my old friend.
Allow me to browse your stock.
Take a look.
Can I wear a turban in this game? You can actually. Yeah, I think one of the outfits has like a proper turban.
The tools do make a difference.
Oh yeah, we're getting rich.
Time spent on one's gear is never wasted. Agreed. These are always handy.
I'm actually gonna buy some components because I need them for upgrades. My tools here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spend some money here on steel ingots and leather. Just because.
Yes, all right. Got what you needed.
I have to go.
Peace go with you.
Leave it in your life. I don't think I have it unlocked in this playthrough yet, that outfit. I can have a look. Yeah, we don't have it yet. But you can definitely unlock it though.
أتلفه أحد أبنائي وهو يلعب
سأحظى ببعض الوقت.
you like the green helmet outfit? Yeah, quite like this one too. It's one of my favorite dyes in this game. I do also like the other green one. The Oasis Initiate one, yeah. So combining grey and like gold, I guess, in a way. But yeah, this one looks really nice too, especially since it's like more an assassin white mixed with like beige and green. Like white is still the dominant color on like the hood and stuff. But also like his regular one. You know, the white and blue. Looks even more minimalistic, which I like. But yeah, for now I've been just running with the green Initiate.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu. That camp must be where the merchants are. The merchants should be down this road. Perhaps near a ridge for shelter.
The riding animation though. Looks very elegant. Not stiff at all. It's so funny how on like all the AC games, the new ones, there's like a bug for the riding animation we can trigger. That causes this. Even in Origins. Ali's outfit is great. Still want it as an outfit in a future update. I don't blame you, dude. It has a nice vibe too. I do like the green on it as well. And maybe there's a mod already that's, you know, makes you able to use it. But it would be cool to have it as an official version.
Halt! Who goes?
I come in peace. Assalamu alaikum. I was sent by a friend of yours who was worried for your safety.
As you can tell from the horse's head, she was right to be. We do not know what to make of this.
Let me help. Perhaps I can find out what happened.
We would be grateful.
The culprit must have left a clue. Footprints. And a blood trail. The horse's head was carried to the center of the camp.
My horse, my sweet legume. Malaka, who would do such a terrible deed?
Do not cast your eyes on me. I did no such evil.
Malaka.
The head is cut clean. Must have been a sharp blade. Was this your horse?
He is claimed by Hades now. Not only do I have to worry about Baghdad's ridiculous thirst for coin, now I must be concerned about my livestock. Malaka. Rest in peace, Legume.
He said it again. He said the thing. Malaka? For me?
What happened here?
It happened in the dark of night. I could not see well, but I saw someone, I think. I cannot be sure.
I think I know what happened.
Do you? Well, good for you, because I didn't get to read the letter. Right, amateur. It's a nice way of greeting someone. Peace be upon you.
This is a work of intimidation. Someone is trying to prevent your arrival.
Who? Who would do such a thing? I have no enemies, no bad blood.
There could be worse fates if you continue down the road. Let me escort your crew to the gates.
You would do that for us? Shukran. God bless you. Quickly, get us away from here.
Let us move. The city is not too far. Come, we should leave this place, quickly.
Should have stayed home.
Where is home?
I come from a place called Greece, west from here across the water. With my horse Legume, we carry goods to and from Baghdad. Oh, the cities we visited. Al-Quds, Basra, and even Samarra.
A place called Greece, huh? I'm sure Basim never heard of that one before.
Your merchant friend tells me that these goods are bound for the Da'irat al-Mal.
Nay, the Great Auction is a big event, and that meant bigger demands.
So you are attending then?
Attending? I only wish I had the coin to spend. No, we are just providing stock for the preparations.
Hey there, Ave. Welcome in. I'm doing well, thank you. The stealth challenge is going good. We haven't been attacked today yet. Well, except for this boss detection here.
Enter Baghdad, you have to pay the price.
But smoke bombs rule.
You will suffer! You won't survive! Just die!
Okay, there we go. But yeah, how's it going for you, Ave? Hope you have a nice day. Letter of execution. The merchants must be found. One knows where I am, and for my safety must be silenced. Kill the rest too. They are of no consequence. From what I gathered, they should be en route to the west of Baghdad. Find them before they arrive and report back. The price of coin awaits the one who succeeds and returns. Alanka.
We must stick together!
It's just like ingrained in your mind, Aura. The origins NPC sounds.
Guards report to someone called Al-Hanqa. This confirms my suspicions.
Good heavens. Could they have been sent to kill us?
I'm going to the camel. Or do you wanna, you know, abandon it and leave it behind?
I shall continue our conversation. Good heavens. Could they have been sent to kill us?
Likely.
This is not surprising. We've been vocal against the Khilafah and unfair taxes. It can cost us our heads. But the silent sheep is an ally to corruption.
They do not like this opposition.
I would not be surprised if they made an example out of us to others who might try the same.
Why is he having a French accent when they're supposed to be Greek? Let's not question it.
Baghdad, you are safer now.
You are wonderful. Thank you.
Please, compose yourself.
Here we are.
1,000 thanks, Ya Sayyidi. Baghdad is not safe. Rumors swirl through the markets of merchants dragged from their stalls. Have you heard of such injustice? Who would do this? Rumors say they target the Dhimmiyun, traders who are not from here. The Abbasids want a stake in all businesses. As long as there is coin, lives are secondary.
The note dropped by the guards was from someone called Al-Hanqa. This person is the one behind the attack.
I overheard the guards refer to the tax collector as Al-Anqa, which was odd. Because, is the Anqa not female?
Tell me his name and where I can find him.
Suhail lives in a mansion west of Karkh. Be careful, friend. I doubt he works alone.
Thank you, friend. Wafaqak Allah.
Case closed. The traveling merchants. Are we doing alright? You sick? You just woke up from a short rest. It was very much needed since you barely got any sleep last night. Well, that's good to hear, Ave, that you got a good rest in. I hope you feel much better soon. Sorry to hear about your sickness, Vo. I hope it's nothing, you know, too bad, that you can, you know, recover very quick from it. And definitely get as much rest as you need. Hope you enjoy the lurk too. Well, that's a really good question. Yeah. The Greeks have a French accents. I come from a place called Greece. Alanka gets weighed down a lot. The anchor.
Hey, did Jamil pay you back yet?
No worries, Rod. Take your time. I actually have to get into a restricted area here. Get a viewpoint, it seems. What have I done? The dhimmi, non-Muslims. The term dhimma means obligation and was used in Abbasid times to refer to conquered people under a specific tax obligation to the government. People of the dhimma, called dhimmis, were often descendants of the Christians, Jews, Zoroastrians, and others whose communities came under the control of the Abbasid Empire. They made up a large part of the empire's population. The status was justified by Quranic verses distinguishing between monotheistic non-Muslims and polytheistic pagans. The latter had to be converted while the former were entitled to their life, their property, and their freedom of religion in exchange for the loyalty and the payment of tax. Tax receipts like this one were therefore very important to prove their status. Many dhimmis played important and public roles in the empire. For instance, Syrian Christians played a significant role in translation initiatives. The most famous translator of the time was Hunayn ibn Ishaq, an historian Christian physician. Having mastered Arabic, Syriac, Greek, and Persian, he translated more than 100 works, specializing in medical and scientific texts. For this he was paid handsomely, as much as some provincial governors. Other dhimmis served the Abbasid caliphs as physicians, astronomers, tax collectors, and even viziers. The policy was born out of self-interest for the caliphs. During the Islamic expansion of the 7th and 8th centuries, very few Muslims had the administrative know-how to ensure the continuous day-to-day management of the cities they were conquering. And letting the local elites keep some form of power facilitated their surrender immensely. During the Abbasid times, this still held true. When Caliph al-Mansur attempted to remove dhimmis from his administration, he was soon compelled to return them to their positions due to their expertise.
نستطيع مقاومة غروب شمس جيد. جامع المنصور مثلا.
Lend me your eyes. Not the warmest of
Just don't.
Ah yeah, right on topic here. Taxes. The episode state relied on taxes in coin or in kind to pay for its numerous expenses. The tax rate depended on the religious status of a taxpayer, with Muslims paying less than their dhimmi neighbors. 4 types of taxes made up the bulk of the episode state revenue, almost levied only upon Muslims, the zakat. It was a voluntary almsgiving prescribed by the Quran as a necessity for any Muslim who could afford it. Around 730, it became a compulsory tax of 2% of someone's total wealth over a certain minimal threshold. 2 taxes were levied exclusively upon non-Muslims. The jizya was paid by every free, sane, adult non-Muslim male residing in the empire. At the beginning of the 9th century, its rate was 48 dirhams, about 3 grams of silver for the rich, 24 for the moderately wealthy merchants, and 12 for the poor, the craftspeople or laborers. It could be paid in kind, including any merchandise, but not in pigs, wine, or dead animals. Non-Muslims also paid the kharaj, a tax on agricultural land. Its rate is unknown, but it must have been higher than the zakat, as not having to pay kharaj was considered an important incentive for conversion. Yeah, that's how it can also make people religious, right? It's like tax benefits. Isn't it why most people like marry nowadays? But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, sure, I'm gonna become a Muslim if it means paying less taxes and having more money. Finally, there was the usha, a tithe on important goods paid by any merchant, male or female, Muslim or non-Muslim. Its rate could vary and the value on which it was calculated, the value of a day or fixed value of produce, dependent on the time and needs of the government. Its payment was the object of frequent complaint by the empire's inhabitants, and many inmates were sent to prison as usha debtors.
Go away.
I'll teach you my shogun. Always fall for it. Save my backside too many times to count. It's how I killed.
Arrow caught me there.
Nobody gets
Just the flesh wound. Sword for hire. Scar, as you've seen.
He didn't like me dancing. And one of them can hit. Dude, why is the game even showing that it's like a red bar for headshots? If it's not gonna land. Okay, the game is officially busted. I get that he's doing like little head movements, you know, but come on. You're telling me none of them actually hit? It's quite a travel distance too for the blades. I feel officially scammed.
The tax collector is due a visit.
You're out there, aren't you?
No idea how the other guy didn't hear that. Inventory might be getting blocked by the awning. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like sometimes the AC games will tell you that you can hit someone, but then there might be still something like blocking the projectile. That's a bit weird that it's like showing up as like a headshot. Why do none of them react on my whistles?
Who? I will catch you.
Okay, they apparently don't want to come into these bushes. Okay then.
What?
Is the AI bugged now or something? Okay then. Okay, whistling just doesn't work apparently. That's great. Fucking A.
Arrow caught me there. Just a flesh wound. Left a nasty scar, as you've seen.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like the game is bugged or something and I have to like restart it yet again. Make this mechanic work. Because it's just not reacting to any whistling. I mean, they're reacting to me whistling, but they don't actually go to the bushes for some reason.
Someone should get him to back off. Muzzle for hire.
So that's kind of annoying. That guy has a very deep voice. Did, yeah.
The Greek dogs are cunning.
No Texas roleplay. Let's go.
What the? Itching like what's going on here? Who is?
Jesus Christ, awesome. Move your fucking ass, will you? God, I hate when you get like stuck on like rooftops or something.
What?
Exactly, Avi. What's if it's skill issues, Basim? I like how that sword just flipped there. Like crazy.
They are a threat no more. Fly free, Enkidu.
Not so long to go. Hold on. What the hell?
going on? Not yet.
Where are they? They should be back with the coin. My head will roll if we do not deliver it. How hard is it to shake the coin from these fools? Greece, India, China. No partiality, not even to their own kind. The Dairat al-Mal is almost here. If I do not get the coin before then... Ugh. The taxes have been paid. There might be more information I can find around here.
My second and final letter, Alanka. Coin is becoming scarce. Have you increased the taxes like I asked? I hear that you might be experiencing a few obstacles. The shipment of perfume is also late. I thought perhaps since you are a loco you might fare better than I would, but I've been wrong before. Emmett, I just went to order your groceries. Every healthy item is unavailable. Times are rough. Really? Like no vegetables or anything like that?
The tax collector
Jesus.
does not work alone. Someone not from Baghdad controls the strings. There is a scent on the letter. Perfume. Rose with iron.
Orders to increase taxes. Suahio. You have proposed tax increases, please act accordingly. Grains 1/20th, foodstuffs 1/10th, textiles 1/10th, and ceramics 1/5. And according to the laws, the dhimmi shall pay extra, to charge each non-believer another 10th on top of the given tax.
Orders to increase taxes. More coin trickling into their hands.
There should be more in this mention, right? Yeah, outside. Approved blockade funding. The agreed upon amount was taken from the tax fund for Kach and allocated to supplement the harbor's blockade as instructed.
The blockade at the harbor is funded by the coin of the people. I am done here. Nothing else. Roshan and Rebecca will be waiting back at the bureau.
And that finishes the tax collector's mention. Another case closed.
Sold for hire.
That idiot Hamza was at it again.
Alright, let's have a look at the investigation board here. It's another target down, the tax collector, which means we're basically ready now for the next major assassination here in the bazaar. But first we have to go and debrief with Rebecca at the Kach bureau. But we're not going to be doing that today anymore though. We're going to leave it for next time and start with the assassination in the next session. And yeah, after that we can already start on the last major assassination here before the final one. And that means going to Shakir. Oh yeah, we also discovered the last faction here, the bandits. The Caliphate was not a land of equal opportunity. The average citizens saw their livelihoods and destinies interrupted by the empire's expansion. Many chose to step out of these constraints to live outside the law, often banding together to prey on their fellow citizens if it meant they could climb a little higher in the pecking order. I think I'm never gonna complete the last enemy type here, because it only spawns if you have max notoriety level. And I've been doing my best not to get to that point, because it kinda screws up with the stealth challenge, given how good they are in finding you. So I don't think we ever unlocked that database entry. I'm gonna go and actually get the kickback ability now, even though it's focused on stealth. Now that we have max of a predator tree here with stealth reckon, I would like to go to chain assassination next. It's gonna speed up especially assassination during smoke bombs effects quite a bit, because you can trigger the assassination while assassinating another one, like back to back. Alright, but yeah, let's go ahead and have a save here. And this shall be where we continue next time with Assassin's Creed Mirage and our stealth challenge. But yeah, pretty good session today. We didn't add another detection yet, so we're still sitting at 3 detections total across the playthrough. Gonna see if I can keep that up until next time. But yeah, I will have to say that all of the tools, you know, really help, of course, in this game. If it's the smoke bombs, the throwing knives, assassin focus, of course. I never really used assassin focus much, but with this challenge in mind, you know, it's been becoming more and more useful with time in plenty of situations. No worries, Aura. Thank you for being here. No worries for the stream. I hope you also have a good weekend. Catch you next time, Dr. Darling. Thanks also for being here. Hope you also have a good one. And yeah, thank you everyone who was in here today. Appreciate everyone also joining with Rod's raid earlier. Thanks again for that to Senny. And yeah, let's have a look who we could raid today. I think Amita might be on playing some GTA 4, actually. Yep. Yeah, he's continuing his GTA 4 playthrough. Game that I picked for him to play, so let's check that out and see how far he's gotten with the game so far. Citizens. No worries whatsoever, Rod. Thanks again for being here and for the raid earlier. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you have a good weekend and a good rest of your night. Also, hey, the guest crowd, welcome in. How's it going? Citizen. If you would like to join us for the raid over to Amita, there are some raid emotes you can copy and paste if you like. We got one for non-subs and one for subs. So feel free to choose whatever fits you. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, have a great start into the weekend, and until next time, bye.
See you, chump.